Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Indie Kid coming at you. This is the Orange Blazer NCAA tournament preview, as the brackets were just announced a few minutes ago, and kind of get into Tennessee's draw. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe, and appreciate you guys tuning in. As Tennessee is a 5 seed in the Midwest right here, and just my initial reaction to this bracket that Tennessee's in is not what I liked to see, not what I was hoping for. And ironically enough, one of the things I mentioned yesterday when we did the post game show after Alabama was right at the end. I said, I hope we're not, like I said, we were talking at that time whether Tennessee would be like a 5, 6, 7 seed somewhere in that range. And I said, well, 7 may not be bad, but at that time I thought it was looking like Oklahoma State was trending towards a 2 seed possibly, somewhere in that range. And I said, well, hopefully if we're a 7, we're not in with Oklahoma State. And then what happens? Tennessee's a 5 seed, but the 4 is Oklahoma State right there. And also, Tennessee will play on Friday against Oregon State. Times have not been announced yet, but Oregon State's hot right now. They just made kind of an improbable run through and won the Pac-12 tournament. Played. They had to play their way in, and they did. And reading up on them right here, it said their outside shooting has just been, they've been on fire. And right here, because it says when they just beat UCLA, Oregon, and Colorado, they hit 29 out of 66 3-point attempts, 44% to win the Pac-12 championship. Now it says during the regular season they made 33% of its attempts, but I've said it on here all year with the on the Blazer, and even when I've done shows with JP and Dauber, I've said it all year that really what matters is getting hot in March. And unfortunately, the two teams that we're potentially with, and can't overlook Liberty. They went 23-5. They're gonna pose some trouble for Oregon State as well right here. Oklahoma State, not Oregon State, but because Liberty's 15-1 in their last 16 games. They won the Atlantic Sun, 3-point shooting team right here. It's top 20 in 3-point percentage, top 10 in accuracy. So, Oklahoma State better show up to play as well right there. Them and Tennessee both better be careful in the first round. And we'll see which Oregon State show. We'll see what Tennessee shows up. Now, if Tennessee shows up the Tennessee that we knew and watched at the first of the season, they can get through to the Sweet 16. I have no doubt about it. Who knows how far this team can go if they show up to play. We saw a better team show up 2 Sundays ago against Florida. Last Sunday against Florida. We saw a better team show up against Florida on Friday, and we saw a team that really should have beaten Alabama yesterday, but something that's been their trouble spot throughout the year, and we can say whatever we want to say, is turnovers. You can't have almost 20 turnovers and expect to beat a good team. They're not going to be able to have almost 20 turnovers and beat Oregon State or Oklahoma State or someone like that. But, just reading up on Oklahoma State, too, if it comes to that, they've got the potential number 1 pick in Cade Cunningham. They've been, over the last month or so, they've been playing like a top seed. And, they lost yesterday in the Big 12 Conference Championship game, but still, they've been playing very good ball. They beat Texas. They beat Texas Tech. They've got a couple wins over West Virginia. They got wins over Oklahoma. They're a for real team, but you got to take care of business first. If you're Tennessee, you're going in against an Oregon State team that can shoot, so you're going to have to be playing defense, and that's where it all starts with Tennessee's defense. If the defense is slacking, it could be a long night against Oregon State. And I apologize if I get confused with Oregon State, Oklahoma State right there, but with Oregon State, and hopefully John Fulkerson, haven't heard anything else on him for sure. Knowing Fulkerson, and you guys know Fulkerson, he's a tough guy. I expect he'll play this week. I expect for him to be ready on Friday, and we'll see. I would have liked to seen a little bit more yesterday of the small ball lineup. I don't think, maybe if Uros relieves for some minutes or whatever, I don't like the idea of him playing a lot of minutes against a 3-point shooting team like that because as the term we used yesterday, concrete footed. The guy's definitely getting better, and he gives me hope for next year that he can provide some help for next year. And Rick Barnes said he's finally getting it. He's finally bought in to what they want. That's why you're starting to see an increase in minutes. Of course, Fulkerson's injury helped with that as well. But it's an interesting draw for Tennessee, and it's not the ideal draw. Anytime you get in a 5-12, there's dangerous teams in there. So I'm looking to 12 seeds. You see Santa Barbara, Georgetown, Oregon State, and Winthrop. So that's four pretty tough. Georgetown got hot, got into the tournament by winning the Big East tournament. They're 13-12. Winthrop's 23-1 on the season. So I think they're going to pose a scare to whom they play. And then, of course, we got UC Santa Barbara. They're going to pose a scare as well. I think one of the commentators projected that they're pretty high on them coming in. But, which Tennessee team shows up? That's what we're looking for. Is this the team that's played the last 2 weekends, or is this the one that went back and forth? And, the way the trends have gone, they'll win a game, lose a game. So we're on the right trend right now that just lost to Alabama. And, I do like Tennessee's chance. I think they'll show up to play Friday and win. And I'll tell you, if I'm, all the press is going to be on Cade Cunningham coming in. If I'm Keon Johnson, Jaden Springer, I'm coming in with a chip on my shoulder if they get past the first round in Oregon State. Obviously, you got to take it one game at a time because if you overlook Oregon State, you're going home early. But if this team plays with chip on its shoulder, if this team plays like it did the last 2 weekends, it has a chance to get to the second weekend. But I think it got a lot tougher with the draw, and I really almost think that Tennessee is there with an underseeded Oklahoma State team. I think they were easily probably a 3 seed opposed to a 4 seed, but we'll see how it goes right there. It's when the big boys play. It's tournament time. It's go time, and just really happy that there is a tournament this year. Obviously, we missed out on it last year with COVID and all. Tennessee probably wasn't going to make it anyway last year unless they made a big run in the SEC tournament. But, you see teams do it every year. But just kind of looking at what they're saying on here because each team has a scouting report on ESPN.com. So I'd suggest kind of check it out if you're interested in reading up on the teams. But, they're saying about Tennessee right here. Seem to have everything a team to make a run, reliable guard play, length and athleticism in the post, and a seasoned coach in Rick Barnes. Since that 10-1 start, they followed its good outings with subpar performances. They're 8-7 in their last 15 games. So obviously up and down play right there. Unknown status of Fulkerson right here, but they say it right. There is enough talent to make Tennessee intriguing. Right here, Keon Johnson, he's made 58% of his shots at the rim, and Tennessee did lead the SEC in defensive turnover rate. The only problem with that is there were many times where they forced a lot of turnovers, but they also gave up a lot of turnovers as well. So we need we need a Tennessee that's going to take care of the ball, and hopefully they'll play at a high pace. When we've seen Tennessee playing at a high pace over the last 2 weekends, I think their plus-minus is probably, I don't know that right off the top of my head, but I think their plus-minus is very good. When they've gone to slow down, that's when, things have started to go wrong for them. And I felt yesterday when they started slowing the ball down, Alabama made more of a run. And it just feels like Tennessee's defense really, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe the defense dictates their pace they're playing, but I feel their defense is much stronger when they're playing fast. And, maybe that's not a novel concept or what have you right there. But we'll see what the times are for this week. Kind of an odd time frame as the play-in games are Thursday. So then Tennessee's going to play Friday. You've got the first round games on Friday. Or I guess they're actually considered now second round games. I still consider them first round, but the first round of games for all the teams will be Friday and Saturday, and then the round of 32 will be Sunday and Monday, going into Monday, starting games each day at 12 noon and going through the night. I'm not really sure why they went into Monday this year. If somebody knows a reason on that, please feel free to let me know. But seems like they're kind of sticking with that pace for the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 as well, going Friday through Monday. So I'm not sure why Monday opposed to Thursday. Maybe they're just going to stick with the since national championships on Monday. Maybe they want to kind of match that. Instead of going with Thursday, they're substituting Monday for it. But you guys leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you got a criticism, please tell me what the criticism is. Okay, just please let me know. I do a profession where constructive criticism is a part of my job. So if you guys don't like the content I'm bringing, please let me know why. Give me a reason where I can improve on it. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're a basketball fan, this is the time of the year, best time of the year, NCAA tournament time. Thank goodness we have a tournament this year, and hopefully we'll see the Tennessee team that we really enjoyed watching that started the season 10-1. Hopefully that team shows up this weekend. They're going to have to show up if they want to get past the upcoming weekend. But you guys take care, stay safe. I will see you next week, and we'll try to go post-game depending on the game times on Friday. I'm sure we'll be with you throughout the weekend. So you guys take care, stay safe. I'll see you next week, and go Vols.